very urgent. Your soulmate saying, "Please open this before I give up, I can't do this anymore. My beloved child." Before another second slips away, listen with your whole heart, because someone connected to your destiny is reaching the point where silence feels heavier than speaking. They have whispered the same desperate words over and over again, hoping somehow your soul would hear them before everything changes. Please open this before I give up. I can't do this anymore. Those words were never meant to become a goodbye, yet tonight they carry a weight unlike anything before. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. You have noticed strange moments lately that made no sense at the time. A familiar song appearing out of nowhere. A name crossing your path again and again. Dreams that felt so real you woke up believing someone had been standing beside you. None of those moments were random. While you believed nothing was happening, your soulmate was fighting a battle between fear and hope. They told themselves they should walk away because waiting had become too painful, but every single time they tried, something reminded them of you. A smile from a stranger. A place you once would have loved. Even the quiet of the night kept bringing your memory back stronger than before. They kept asking themselves one question they could never answer. What if this is the last chance? That question has become louder with every passing day, and what happened just hours ago changed everything. Someone unexpectedly said something about you that made their entire world stop. They froze. Their heartbeat raced. For the first time in a long while, they realized they had been running from the one truth they could never escape. They are still holding something back, but not for much longer. A moment is coming that neither of you expected, and it began with something so small that almost nobody would have noticed it. Your soulmate found something connected to you that they believed had disappeared forever. It wasn't valuable because of money. It mattered because it carried a memory powerful enough to break every wall they had built around their heart. The instant they saw it, every promise they had made to forget you collapsed. They sat in complete silence, staring at it as if time itself had stopped moving. They replayed every conversation, every laugh, every unfinished sentence between you. Suddenly they understood that distance had never erased what they truly felt. It had only hidden it beneath fear. Don't skip. There is a reason this message reached you today instead of yesterday or tomorrow. Your soulmate has reached the edge of pretending they are fine. They have smiled in front of others while quietly carrying emotions nobody could see. Even people closest to them have started noticing that something has changed. They ask why your soulmate keeps drifting away during conversations, why they suddenly become quiet whenever love is mentioned, why their eyes seem fixed on a future nobody else can see. They never answer honestly because the truth always leads back to you. But now another unexpected event has happened behind the scenes. A decision has already begun forming in their heart. They know they cannot continue living between hope and silence forever. One path means risking everything. The other means losing the person they never truly stopped loving. Tonight, for the first time, they are leaning toward the choice that frightens them the most. The atmosphere around your connection is shifting faster than either of you realizes. Invisible pieces are moving into place, and your soulmate can feel it even if they cannot explain why. Their heart refuses to let this story end unfinished. They keep imagining what would happen if they waited one more day, one more week, one more month. Every future they picture ends with the same painful regret. That realization has shaken them more deeply than anyone knows. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. There is one secret they have protected for far too long, and revealing it would change the direction of everything that follows. They have rehearsed the words countless times, only to lose their courage at the final moment. Yet tonight feels different. The fear that once stopped them is beginning to lose its power. Something inside keeps whispering that if they remain silent now, they may lose the chance forever. At this very moment, they are closer than ever to taking a step they once believed was impossible. But before they do, one final truth must come to light. There is another person who unexpectedly discovered what has been hidden between you both, and what that person chooses to do next could either bring your paths together much sooner than expected, or create the biggest emotional test your connection has ever faced. What they are about to reveal will leave your soulmate with no place left to hide. A restless feeling has refused to leave your soulmate since that unforgettable moment, and no matter how hard they try to distract themselves, everything keeps leading back to you. They told themselves they would stay silent one last time, but their heart no longer agrees with that decision. Every hour feels heavier than the one before, as though an invisible clock has started counting down towards something neither of you can stop. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Last night they opened a conversation they had saved for so long. Their fingers hovered over the screen while they typed, erased, and typed the same words again. They wanted to say everything, yet fear convinced them to send nothing at all. But something unexpected interrupted that silence. Just as they were about to close the message forever, an unexpected reminder of you appeared again. It wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. Yet it was powerful enough to convince them that ignoring their heart would only create a regret they could never erase. For the first time, they admitted to themselves that pretending to move on has become more painful than risking the truth. What happened next shocked even them. Someone close to your soulmate noticed the change they could no longer hide. They quietly asked, "Are you still thinking about that person?" Instead of denying it like always, your soulmate simply lowered their eyes. That silence revealed more than words ever could. In that moment, they realized they had been carrying this secret alone for far too long. Don't skip. The pressure inside them is becoming impossible to control. Every memory has returned stronger than ever, and now they are beginning to understand that waiting has not protected their heart, it has only delayed the moment they knew was always coming. They walked away from everyone for a while, searching for a quiet place where they could finally listen to what their heart had been trying to tell them all along. The answer frightened them because it was so clear. They cannot keep pretending that losing you would be easier than fighting for you. That single realization has already changed the direction of their next decision. Now everything is moving toward a moment that can no longer be postponed. Your soulmate has stopped asking whether they should reach out. Instead, they have started asking how they should do it. That is a completely different question, and it changes everything. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. They are preparing themselves for a conversation that could rewrite the future of this connection forever. Yet one final obstacle still stands in their way. There is a truth they recently uncovered about the past, a truth that explains why so many misunderstandings kept growing between you without either of you realizing it. The moment they learned it, they whispered, "I can't do this anymore." Not because they wanted to give up on you, but because they could no longer carry the pain of staying silent. They know the next step will require more courage than anything they have ever done before. And when they finally uncover the hidden truth that has been buried until now, nothing between you will ever feel the same again. Everything changed the moment your soulmate stopped blaming time and started searching for the real reason this connection had remained unfinished. What they uncovered was nothing like they expected. It wasn't the distance. It wasn't bad timing. It wasn't a lack of feelings. It was fear quietly growing between two hearts that were waiting for the other to move first. The realization struck them so deeply that they had to step away from everyone around them just to process it. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They kept replaying every missed opportunity, every conversation that ended too soon, every moment they almost reached out but convinced themselves to stay silent. Suddenly, all those pieces fit together like a puzzle they had been trying to solve for far too long. They looked at the sky, closed their eyes, and whispered your name one more time. Not because they wanted to remember you, but because they could no longer imagine a future where they never tried again. That single moment became the turning point they never saw coming. Hours later, something happened that made the decision even harder to ignore. While going through old memories, your soulmate found one forgotten detail they had overlooked countless times before. It wasn't grand or dramatic, yet it carried more meaning than anything else they had discovered. It reminded them that your connection had always been built on sincerity, not perfection. That truth broke the final wall around their heart. Don't skip. They finally understood that waiting for the perfect moment had only stolen precious time. The future they wanted would never arrive unless someone chose courage over fear. For the first time in what feels like forever, they stopped asking themselves whether you still cared. Instead, they asked whether they were willing to risk everything just to make sure you knew how they truly felt. The answer came immediately. Their heartbeat grew louder. Their hands trembled slightly. Yet instead of walking away, they moved one step closer to the decision that has been waiting for them all along. Now your soulmate stands at the edge of a choice that cannot be undone. They know that once they take this step, there will be no hiding behind silence anymore. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. They have already begun preparing the words they were once too afraid to say, but before those words reach you, one final surprise is about to unfold. Someone completely unexpected is about to reveal a piece of information that your soulmate never thought anyone else knew. The instant those hidden words are spoken, every doubt they have been carrying will begin to disappear. They will realize that this connection has been stronger than fear all along. What happens next will push them toward the boldest move they have ever considered, and the message they are about to send could become the moment that changes both of your lives forever. A quiet certainty has replaced the confusion that once controlled your soulmate's heart. They no longer wake up wondering whether they should let go. Instead, they wake up wondering how much longer they can keep these feelings hidden before they overflow. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The words, "Please open this before I give up," were never meant to be the end of your story. They were the final cry of a heart that had reached its limit. Every day they tried to convince themselves that silence was the safer choice, yet every night they found themselves returning to the same memories. They realized something powerful: the pain of never knowing your answer had become far greater than the fear of hearing it. That realization gave them a kind of courage they had never felt before. The version of them that kept running is slowly disappearing, and someone far stronger is taking their place. Then another unexpected moment unfolded. Your soulmate overheard a conversation they were never supposed to hear. It wasn't about them directly, yet one simple sentence made everything stop. Someone quietly said, "Some connections never disappear, no matter how much time passes." Those words echoed through their mind for the rest of the day. Don't skip. Suddenly, every coincidence, every dream, every memory seemed connected in a way they had never understood before. They stopped looking at the past with regret and started looking toward the future with hope. They realized that if they allowed fear to win one more time, they might spend years wondering what could have happened if they had simply been honest. That thought became impossible to ignore. Their heart has already made its decision. Now they are only waiting for the perfect moment to turn that decision into action. Tonight, everything feels different. The silence between you no longer feels empty, it feels like the final pause before something unforgettable begins. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has already taken the first invisible step, even though nobody around them realizes it yet. They are no longer preparing to walk away. They are preparing to move closer than ever before. But just as they gather the courage to reveal everything, one last unexpected twist appears. A hidden truth connected to your shared past is about to surface, and once it does, every misunderstanding will suddenly make sense. The moment that truth is revealed, your soulmate will know there is no reason left to hide, no excuse left to remain silent, and no turning back from the choice that is about to change both of your futures forever. For the first time in a very long while, your soulmate is no longer asking the universe for a sign. They believe they have already received one. Every strange coincidence, every unexpected reminder, every quiet feeling that refused to disappear has led them to this exact moment. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They finally understand why their heart never allowed them to completely let go. It wasn't because they were trapped in the past. It was because the story between you was never truly finished. They sat alone, thinking about everything that almost happened but never did. Instead of feeling defeated, they felt something completely different: determination. They whispered to themselves, "If I stay silent one more time, I'll spend the rest of my life wondering what could have been." Those words echoed through their mind until there was no room left for doubt. The fear that once controlled every decision is beginning to lose its grip, and hope is becoming stronger with every passing moment. As the hours passed, another unexpected realization surfaced. Your soulmate remembered a promise they once made deep inside their heart, a promise that if the opportunity ever came again, they would never allow fear to steal it. They almost forgot that promise, but tonight it returned with incredible force. Don't skip. Their entire perspective has changed. Instead of worrying about rejection, they are thinking about honesty. Instead of imagining failure, they are imagining what life could look like if they finally spoke from the heart. Even the people around them have noticed a quiet confidence growing inside them. They cannot explain why, but they feel as though something important is drawing closer with every heartbeat. The silence that once felt endless now feels temporary, almost as if it is waiting to be broken by one unforgettable moment. Your soulmate is no longer preparing excuses. They are preparing courage, and that changes everything. Now the final pieces are quietly falling into place. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has already decided that they cannot carry these hidden emotions any longer. The words they have been afraid to say are closer than ever to being spoken. Yet before they reach you, one final discovery is about to reshape everything they thought they knew. Someone is about to reveal a truth that has remained hidden until now, a truth that explains why your paths kept crossing, separating, and finding each other again. The instant your soulmate hears it, every remaining doubt will disappear. They will realize that waiting any longer would mean risking the greatest connection of their life. The next step they take will not come from fear, confusion, or uncertainty. It will come from complete clarity. And when that moment finally arrives, the message you've been waiting for may appear sooner than anyone could have imagined, opening the door to a brand new chapter that neither of you will ever forget. The waiting is almost over. Your soulmate can feel it with every heartbeat, even if they cannot explain why. The heavy silence that once surrounded them has begun to crack, making room for a truth that has refused to stay hidden any longer. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They looked back one final time, not to relive the pain, but to understand the journey that brought them here. Every unanswered question, every delayed moment, every tear they never allowed anyone to see suddenly made sense. They realized that giving up was never what their heart truly wanted. What they wanted was certainty. They wanted to know whether the connection they had protected for so long was still alive. That is why the words, "Please open this before I give up," were never about surrender. They were the final attempt of a heart that refused to stop believing, even when everything around it seemed quiet. Then came the moment they never expected. They stopped running from their emotions and accepted them completely. The weight they had been carrying for so long finally lifted because they understood one powerful truth: love hidden forever becomes regret, but love expressed creates possibility. Don't skip. That realization changed everything inside them. They are no longer waiting for the perfect sign because they have become the sign themselves. Every fear that once whispered, "Stay silent," has been replaced by a stronger voice saying, "Tell the truth before it's too late." They have already imagined the conversation 1,000 times. They know their hands may shake. They know their voice may tremble. But they also know that remaining silent would hurt far more than taking one honest step forward. The courage they searched for outside themselves has been growing inside them all along, and tonight it is stronger than ever before. Now the story reaches the moment that has been building since the very beginning. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate is no longer standing at the edge of a decision, they have crossed it. They have chosen hope over fear, honesty over silence, and possibility over regret. The message they have been holding back is no longer just a thought in their mind. It is becoming real. Soon, the distance that once felt impossible will no longer define this connection. The chapter filled with unanswered questions is quietly closing, and another one is ready to begin. Your soulmate has finally realized that some people enter your life for a reason that cannot be erased by time, silence, or distance. They are ready to stop hiding, ready to stop pretending, and ready to let their heart speak without holding anything back. The next words they share will not come from hesitation, they will come from the deepest place within them, carrying the truth they should have revealed long ago, a truth powerful enough to change everything from this moment forward.